Alright, so in this video, we're going to be banking the frame rails for the back half to build everything off of on the new setup. The car is a little bit different from the last time y'all saw it. I took off the fenders so I can get some measurements on some of the things I'm gonna change and do on the front half. And I filled a gap, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and just take out the whole firewall and just build a whole new firewall setup on that. So that's something for another video, but for today, we're gonna be bending pipe and making the back half, or starting the back half. When it comes to the way I do my tubing, I don't know if you can see where the line I put straight across. I just went to Lowe's and bought a little piece of quarter round and kind of stick it up there and draw me a straight line all the way down the pipe. That way on these long bends, whenever I put it in my bender, I can line that line up with my bender to ensure that for the most part your bend isn't off a little bit or anything like that. It's not off. So that's how I kind of keep my tubing for the most part squared, and there's probably a better way to do that than a piece of quarter round, but it works for me. So these marks here, you know, that's where my bend's going to be. That's where I'm going to start the bend. That's where I'm going to end my bend on this new back half that I'm building. So I just wanted to show y'all kind of how I get my marks and do my marks on my bars, on my tubes. So we're gonna get this bent and start mocking up and building the back half to this car. So what I use is an Eastwood bender, and I'll put the link in the description for that. Where I line my marks up is I line the mark up right on this, on the edge of this retainer right here. And that long mark that we marked earlier that I was telling y'all about, that's where I line up straight down here. And as you can tell, we're perfectly level. And I leveled my bender out off the die. So if you want to level your bender out, just make sure you put it on your die. So that's what that first bend looks like on our back half rails. Two matching bends. What? All right, so before we move ahead and stuff, I'm gonna show you what the old back half used to look like and why we're changing it. So before I cut stuff off of this and took some parts off of it, that's what the old back half kind of looked like. The main reason I'm changing this is because I put it on a 22-inch centers on the tubes that come out. And the way the hammer rear end is everything lines up, the anti-roll bar and stuff lines up off that 22-inch center. And so with that being said, I changed the rear end up because the armatures on the anti-roll bar won't be able to go up and down and move the way it's supposed to with the 22-inch center on my back half. So now we're changing up the back half, and I think we're gonna go with the new stuff that we bent earlier. I think we're gonna put that at 28-inch centers. That way, and then we'll add a shock bar for the rear end for the shocks. And the anti-roll bar will make tabs to go in between that, so the armatures will go in between the frame rails on that back half. But that's where we're at on that, and that's why we're changing it. notching. we got the fit up where we wanted. Two rails. Let's see if I can flip this around and show y'all. Fit up's pretty close. I still gotta clean it up. Same thing on this side. Still gotta clean up all the burrs, but yeah, that's what we want, baby. That'll be the end of this video. Next one, we're gonna tack and take some more measurements. Debating about how to tie in the top half of this. I don't know if I wanna do another loop, kind of like the main hoop, and just do another hoop with some down bars down, or if I wanna just build everything with just straight pipes. So we'll figure that out as we go though. But I appreciate y'all.